Welcome, everybody, to Sleepless in Sungrave, your therapy for Red Rising characters and beyond. I'm Skipper, joined as always by Crescent and regularly by Salem. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Therapy Chat.
Disclaimer, we're not actually therapists.
Yes, we will.
We have no licenses.
We need to, I think, bring Stinger on for July and have someone who is a licensed therapist. Everyone now submit, like, your deep, dark ones that we can't advise. Not too deep and dark, but ones that,
gonna say explicit.
Not explicit, but submit now the, like, more than skimming the surface.
Really get into a psyche.
Yeah. We'll make Stinger. He actually wrote a whole paper on, I think it's psychopaths in Red Rising.
Oh.
So, yeah. We'll get Stinger on here. Okay. Anyway.
Alexander.
Yeah. How are we all doing today? What are we all drinking?
I'm drinking my...
You go.
Standard go-to Lagavulin 16.
Nice. Taking it back to Lauren.
I am drinking a black cherry soda because I have to work in the morning.
Don't we all?
I'm lame.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
This is an interesting one. It's Bob Cajun beer called Foliage. It's an autumn ale, which I thought was just going to be a red. And it definitely is a red, but it definitely has autumn spices in it. I'm not 100% sold on it. I'll let you know as I keep drinking it. It's not bad enough that I've stopped drinking, but it's just not what I thought it was going to be. Though calling it an autumn ale does make sense. So anyway, that's what I have.
Skipper has skipped summer.
Yeah. I did.
Autumn.
Well, Skipper doesn't like summer.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm a fall girl. So I also was just away and it was very fall weather this weekend out in British Columbia and not summer. I got home and it's summer here, but so I'm very I've been drinking wine all week and like living my best wine mom life and as if it's cooler temperatures. Yeah. That's
it definitely has been cold. Yeah. It's been raining for like the last week, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't do anything yesterday. It was my last day there. And we just watched movies all day.
Nice.
That's all it was. Yeah. Yep. Let's jump into some. So we have 5 new ones in here as well as the ones that some of those have been in since the start of this 3 months ago. We don't have any follow-up ones. We appreciate a couple people submitted follow-up ones, but we need to at some point just start fresh. They are also some of them are really long, and I love you all guys, but the shorter ones the better. Salem's got a fly or something.
Got a mosquito. It's fall weather. Why is there a mosquito in my house?
What's happening?
We're good now.
All right.
Gross.
Oh. All right. First one. Let's go. I just like that the 4th word in this is dumbass. All right. Where are we going? Sis, I've got a dumbass with a death wish on my hands, and I'm not looking to lose another brother. He can't quit the drink, won't quit the pills, and can't keep his fucking mouth shut long enough to save his life. Years back, he lost his fiance, who also happens to be my brother. But he's still so lost in his grief, he can't even see that I lost someone that day too. That I had to keep my boots on the ground. That I had to watch, damn it. How can I get him out of the hellhole when all he wants is to sink deeper in it? I had to find a way to pull myself out, but he won't do the same. All he can do is tell me to slag off when I try. My brother would have wanted better for him. The least I can do is try for his sake. What's the play? Starting on a bit of a serious one there.
I would say find him a couple children to look after.
Okay.
Have him be like solely responsible for them.
I feel like these kids though need to be like somewhat mature. Like you can't give them 5-year-olds.
No,
because
Like
that's gonna be bad
problematically
time.
scary.
Yes.
Yes, and mature in different manners. Like they grew up
Mhm.
in the same world, but somehow one came out too smart for his age, and the other one came out too sassy for her age. Like
A
I
little
think that would
scary.
be, yeah, but yeah, I think just give him some true responsibility. That often helps out.
My other thing, on a more serious note,
Yeah.
is you can't force somebody to get help.
No, not at all.
They
have
have to
realize
want
it.
to get the help themselves.
Yeah.
So you opening at least the connection to say you're there if they need them.
Yeah.
Probably the best first step. And really all that you can do, because you can't force somebody to do something they don't
No.
want.
Yeah, and you also, I always think in grief, you have to take care of yourself as well. That's great you're trying to do this, but make sure that it's not coming at a cost of your own mental stability. You went through something as well. You've got to make sure that you're handling your grief and not pushing it aside or doing a coping mechanism of taking care of him. But yeah, it's got to be a twofold. He's got to want
Yes.
help, and you've got to be able to give without it taking up too much of your mental state.
As somebody wise once said, you don't tie two boats together in a storm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, grief is like a storm.
Yep. Yep. For sure. But it sounds like, you're reaching out, you're thinking of them. Hopefully they can get the help they need. But yeah, maybe having a more stable group around them would help. Maybe someone who loves them like a golden retriever and has that capacity, isn't going through the same grief you are. Maybe that would help. Maybe he just needs a good trip to the zoo. It might take him a while to realize that and may not go, but there's things he can do.
Maybe one of his legs is bugging him. Take him to the vet. I don't know.
You're
the vet?
taking him to the vet?
Yeah, he's an old dog.
All right. Yeah. Get him a good heist maybe to work on, and then have it go
Yeah.
horribly wrong that he has to then correct his things. Make him be a little Captain Jack Sparrow moments.
You gotta give him something to get his mind off of the drugs and the alcohol.
Yep.
A fist the size of a small dog.
Maybe
It's
just.
Gorgo.
Oh.
Gorgo is the dog-sized fist.
Okay. I was missing it.
That was not a sex thing.
I didn't think it was a sex thing. I just wasn't following the
Like,
plot.
like at what point?
Immediately after him and Holiday are drinking.
Oh, mm-hmm.
He gets pulled down off the railing, and then a fist the size of a small dog sends him to the darkness.
Okay.
Crescent, our Red Rising dictionary.
Yep. Yeah. Hilarious. All right, this is obviously we're talking F from submitted by Holiday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a hard one. Their relationship's always been interesting to me. Of wanting to keep that connection and how it hurts clearly, but do we know if she knows in Lightbringer if he's died? I don't think she knows.
Oh.
Well, Pax is around.
believe that
Pax
he
would have.
does.
Okay, Pax would have told her, I assume.
Well, and she's on Mars,
Yeah, that's true.
which is where he died.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that she knows. I don't believe it's outright stated.
Yeah. But we don't get a lot from Holiday ever, other than.
Yeah, well, and because Pax is at the midnight school.
Yeah.
The only interaction we have with Pax is through Virginia.
Yep. For sure. Yes, yes. All right. Thank you, whoever submitted that one. Kicking it off on a little bit of a lower note. Let me see here. Oh, God. What's this one? All right. Salve, sis. I wish to ask your opinion. That's what we're here for. Thank you. Thank you for asking our opinion. See how I may have made a few... Oh, see, I may... Oh, they're grammar people. Check your grammar. I may have made a few mistakes. I may have lied to my brother, quote unquote, about where we were going. Couldn't keep my mouth shut. Watched my brother kill 70% of a great house, went against his wishes, and opened something trivial for this family that he almost wiped out so that he could receive medical attention. Oh, so he wipes out 70% of the great house, opens something so he could okay, the brother receives medical attention. Then after all of that, he apparently died. Yeah, he's probably wounded. I also lied to an elderly woman and tried to kill an elderly man. And finally, I joined a war. Or something. I don't know. In your opinion, sis, am I the bad guy here? You're not even spelling this out in a way that makes you not seem the bad guy.
Yeah, I feel like you're hiding something.
Like, you've lied to your brother.
You are, like, goddamn.
You've lied to your brother, an elderly woman, and tried to kill an elderly man. Don't join war. Or something, it says. Yeah. And it looks like your brother went through a lot of work for you to just undo all of that for no reason. I'm saying you're the bad guy.
Yeah. Or you're on your way to becoming...
the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Maybe you've just been misguided your whole life, but it's not looking great.
Mm-mm.
Can you at least justify your actions? Because you're not even justifying them here. Maybe you didn't want the great house wiped out, but... Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. You're the bad guy. Lysander,
Yep.
You're the bad guy.
Lysander.
Yep.
Lysander at the end of Iron Gold, I would say specifically.
Yep.
Yep. Who does he... What elderly man does he try to kill?
Or not Gorgo.
It's not all about Gorgo
this episode.
It's Gaia's...
Why are we naming this episode Gorgo?
Gorgo and his dog-shaped fist.
Dog-sized fist.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, man.
It's Gaia's obsidian? Is that who?
Yeah. Goroth. That's why.
Wow.
Goroth?
G names.
Goroth.
Goroth. Yeah, we need to get... I feel... Doesn't Nero have an obsidian with a G name?
I think so. I think that was on Sweets Trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the cards in the game.
Yeah.
In the Red Rising.
Both of them, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Alfrun and...
I thought it was one start with a G. Maybe just because they're Gorgons is why I'm thinking that.
Not Gorgons.
Then what's a Gorgon?
They're stained.
Oh. But a Gorgon
is the...
They're also obsidian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm not totally off.
Are the Gorgons like part of Atlantea's and Aja? Like they're obsidians?
That's Atlas's people.
Atlas.
Oh, the Gorgons are Atlas's.
The Gorgons are Atlas's.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so much to try and remember in these books. I feel like I need to reread.
I want to do a listen of the graphic audio.
Oh, that'd be good.
I haven't done it yet. Because I think the second part of Morningstar just came out.
Yes. Yeah,
and
Morningstar.
So I think now I'm like, okay, I could do the first trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Good call. Good call. Yeah, I feel like I need to re-listen. But then we see when Red God seems to be coming along. And so we'll have to see when we start doing a read-through. Another read-through in the den? We could do that. All the read-throughs.
I don't know if I want to do questions again.
No, you don't have to do that. Everybody else submit the questions for Salem to do. Or just we open it up and just like, this is what we're thinking this week. I'm also, we always said that we were going to read, this is just, as we're off the cusp talking here, we said we were going to do another read through where we had full spoilers. I feel like we should wait until after Red God to do that so that we can do full spoilers instead of you guys having to listen to us talk about Red Rising for 3 times. Instead, we're just going to continue nitpicking all the really small individual things like we are here. That's how we'll do this.
Also, it is Alfrun and Jofo.
Jofo. Okay.
With a J.
Jofo with J. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. All right. Well, that one was Lysander killing off Cassius there. All right. I want a funny one. I know there's funny ones in there. I think all 5 of the ones that got submitted this week were funny ones. What's this one? This one is smaller. It's smaller.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That could be...
It's not that one. It's not the tiny one. Dear Sleepless and Sungrave, after doing a lot of shit, being through a lot of shit, and being the shit, trademark, I finally found a home among very mangy people. Now to my questions. Why does their hardest fucking stuff look like walnuts? I didn't ask to be drugged out of my mind. I was just hungry, and boy, did those edibles hit. Also, should I go back to them and try to save my dealer-disabled boyfriend? Need help fast. Yours, signed yours truly, Mauler Brawler Legacy Holler. Hey!
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
It's like we have a follow-up from two submissions ago. I'm glad you found your people, but maybe don't just eat everything that's in front of you. That should just be a rule for everybody. Ask questions before you randomly eat things.
Like, if this is the...
I don't know, it may have turned out well.
Yeah.
Yes, but you may have also made yourself appear like an ass holding a mop. So there's different ways it could go.
Maybe don't go into, like, the janitor closet thinking it's the armory.
Yep. Maybe just don't eat random things before war. Like, if you're gonna try things, do it in a safe environment and not right before battle. I just, get some trusted friends with you.
I don't know. It sounds like he trusted his lover.
Yeah.
Yep.
But maybe you should have asked your lover what that was that they were snacking on.
Yeah.
Especially if they're a shaman, which it may very well be.
Yeah. Need help fast. I'm gonna say that you should just drink a lot of water that you trust. Flush that out of your system and, take it easy before you make some good decisions. And maybe talk to the, overly smart 12-year-old that might be following you around. They might have some guidance for you.
Might get mad you took drugs, though.
That's true.
Maybe also don't jump out of a flying vehicle.
Yep. Yep.
Where's the fun in that?
If you live, you live.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask our resident flying vehicle jumper?
I was not on any type of drugs when I did that.
Sober?
Thank you. I was very sober when I did that.
Adrenaline is a drug. Come on.
That's true.
Yeah.
There was a lot of forest fires happening during that, so my lungs were filled with some kind of smoke. Nothing that would make me hallucinate, though, into thinking that a mop is a gun. Isn't he also wearing something ridiculous when it happens?
Yes. Nothing, I think.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Well,
but
I think when we were doing the read along, I was headcanon that he was wearing janitorial stuff. Because it doesn't really say like what he's doing.
It doesn't say.
But because then I was like, oh, it'd be like hilarious because now I'm gonna just picture in my brain that he went, grabbed a mop, and grabbed all of his gear because you're gonna put your gear on. So but I don't think it says.
I like that. No.
Leave it to imagination.
Yes, imagination indeed. Yeah, I love it. Well, this one's about Ephraim. This is a bit of a follow-up. There you go, Holiday. We figured out what helps him. Is having a purpose. Different drugs. Experimenting. Having a mangy pack, just the way Holiday has her mangy pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good old Ephraim. Alright, what else we got in here? Oh, this one's the bigger one. Dear Sleepless and Sungrave, I would never presume to ask for advice. I don't need it. You're here though.
Why are you here then?
Why are you? So take this as a warning, you so-called howlers. You know who you are. Oh, are you just using us to threaten other people? Is that what's happening here? Oh. You're not asking for advice. We're now becoming like a way to threaten people.
Okay.
The views in these messages do not reflect those of Sleepless in Sungrave.
We may need to have a checks and balances system to make sure that we're not replicating things that we're not supposed to.
Let's see. All right. It says, either give me the wolf cloak or I'll put you in a box. How do I have to prove anyway? Please. Oh, what do I have to prove anyway? Please. I am an iron gold incarnate and a woman. I can wear a dress and heels and jade earrings and still kill you with a stare. I'm still feeling very threatened right now. And my tongue and my thighs. I can kill you with a stare and my tongue and my thighs, but I prefer to do it with a weapon. You will tremble before me in awe. Just give me a cloak, darling. Love, a queen. Listen, howlers, I think we need to give this person a cloak before we all die.
Please do.
Yeah.
I don't think I feel bad about being threatened though for it.
No?
No. I think it was okay.
Did I enjoy that thoroughly?
We don't kink shame here. We don't kink shame if that's what you're getting off on there, Crescent. Yep. I mean, listen, you clearly don't have anything to prove. The Howlers are devoted to Darrow. And we know that I'm going to guess who you are based on your jade earrings. Nothing else, just the jade earrings. And that, you have shown your devotion to Darrow. So I think you do deserve a wolf cloak. But just know what that comes with. We have a ceremony you have to go through, and it's not that pleasant.
Yeah, there's a bucket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And naked and wet.
Bug guts.
Yeah.
Lots of alcohol.
Lots of alcohol. Maybe being disrupted by older folk who just... It's a party. Yeah, it is a party. But, yes, Victra, you do deserve a wolf cloak. And you'll get it. You will get it.
Right after you eat the bucket of bugs.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh. And the snake.
Mm-hmm. Is it one or the other? Can you choose the snake or the...
I think, are they all in the same bucket?
I think they're all in the same.
Yeah, they were all in the same bucket. Holiday just fucking...
I was going to say, it's Holiday with the snake.
Pit viper, like, right now.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well.
Do you think you guys could do it? Could you go through the, like, true howler, eat the snake,
if I only had to do it once.
If I was super drunk?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
If I didn't have to think about what was in there. That's where it's...
If you're too drunk to think about what it is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then the pit viper scares me.
Yeah, I don't think I could be like Holiday.
That's a fear reaction, not a gross reaction, though.
Yeah.
True, but then I don't want to be drunk to deal with the pit viper.
Oh yeah,
but
Holiday kills it.
But I want to be drunk enough to eat it. Oh my god, I'm gagging. I'm literally gagging. I can't even.
What I'm hearing is Skipper's not making it through initiation.
Well, there was only one pit viper, right? And Holiday grabbed it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So somebody else just has to get it. So if it's the three of us, Crescent, we're gonna appoint you to the pit viper.
We deal with the bugs.
We'll eat the bugs.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Ew. I've had cooked snake before. I don't want anything alive.
No.
I
can probably eat
alive. It would just be raw.
Yeah. Also, when did they come up with that? Like, because was Pebble and Clown and Screwface, I was gonna say, were they doing it in the Institute, or was that a like, Darrow's not here right now, we can do what we want?
I want to know, like, how did the others, like, did they go through some
just
sort of
like
initiation?
does it by himself when he's on Pluto?
That's it. Sephiroth does it. Everyone makes fun of him for it, and so then he had to come up with a reason for the rest of them to do it to save Face. That's what it was. He just wanted to try for the hell of it, and then needed to save Face after. Yeah. Hilarious. I don't think I'm... But I'm not wrong, right? That, like, Dancer breaks it up?
Yeah.
Because I always think of that after.
Because the music's pounding, and they're just in the locker room, and the showers are going, and then Dancer comes in and flips all the lights on, and he's like, the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a mission.
Yeah.
Fucking Dancer.
Fucking Dancer.
Party pooper.
Yeah.
Party puker.
Alright. Here's another one. Dear Sis, I am a copper who has been called away to a mysterious castle to help a mysterious count purchase another home. So you're like a real estate agent? Are coppers real estate agents? I guess somebody has to.
Yeah, they're. I would say so.
Pennies? Like,
I never really thought about how they're purchasing their...
Either copper or silver.
Yeah. Okay. However,
silver's probably brokers.
Oh yeah, broker would for sure be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. However, once inside the castle, I find I am trapped. I am afraid of this count and his strange ways. I've never seen him eat, and he is only awake at night. I've tried to sneak around the castle during the day, but all the doors are locked. He's now asked me to write letters telling my friends and family they have left the castle, but I am afraid he plans to keep me here for all eternity. How do I escape? Is there any hope for me? Sincerely, Trapped in Transylvania.
I have one question for you.
Yes. Only one?
Before I answer any of these. Does he wear lizard fashion? If you know, you know.
I don't know.
I don't either.
You guys must not be not in the know.
Obviously not.
No, we just said that.
Are you?
Chris is in some secret like.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know what's going on here?
Here, this is
in this prompt.
This is Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dracula scuttles down the wall in lizard fashion.
Oh.
And it is a thing.
Yeah.
And I will thank Jabs very thoroughly for bringing this thing to our attention.
I thought you said, did he
We're
dress?
In the middle of Dracula Daily.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is not legitimately he is not legitimately dressed in lizard fashion.
No, he's acting in lizard fashion. I would have got it.
That would have made sense. But you saying lizard fashion made me think he's got a suit on that's all lizard skin.
Yeah, that's exactly the idea.
God.
If you guys aren't doing Dracula Daily, you need to. And you
All
need
right.
to get in the thread.
Crescent, explain Dracula Daily. I've done it in past years. I have not done it this year, but
yeah, Dracula Daily, Dracula the book is written as a collection of newspaper clippings and journal entries and letters, and everything has a date. So Dracula Daily is on the days that these events happen, you get an email with the contents of the things. Yeah. So you're basically experiencing the book in real time, which it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
There's so many memes.
How many of you in the den are doing it right now?
Oh.
Check the thread. Check the thread. You can also sign up for Frankenstein Daily does one. There's a couple other ones that are all from that era. Anything that's classic and written in those journal entry styles.
There
a website
are
does them.
27 people in the thread.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Jabs is our curator of Tumblr memes.
Oh, she loves her Dracula.
Every day. It is incredible.
Yep.
Dear friend Jonathan Harker. Poor guy.
Poor guy. Well, what are we doing now when he's trapped in the castle? How are we advising here? Try and get out. Get some garlic.
First off, do you like it?
Oh, that's true.
Like, do you want to stay there?
Have you met the weed smoking girlfriends yet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You could have a good time.
You might find something you like. Yeah.
Yeah, you could have a good time. Yeah. Wow. Huh.
I feel like you haven't been there long enough to decide. So maybe try another week.
Yep.
See what happens.
Go pretend that you are a fancy lady and then fall asleep in a divan.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. Yep. Thank you, whoever submitted the Transylvania. I really enjoy when we're getting these ones from outside of the Red Rising as if it's inside. Kudos to you guys for mixing that up and keeping it fresh so we don't have the same ones coming in. So feel free to submit more of those ones. Just make sure it's something that we can speak generally about and there's no spoilers, and B, at least one of us will understand the reference is all I ask. Don't submit something that we're just going to stare at each other and go, nope, so sorry. Don't know what that is. All right. Ready? Hello.
Loverby.
I am writing to you to ask your advice on how to make a best friend when that friend does not speak the same language. Oh, interesting. We got a language barrier here. Mm-hmm. I like to visit the zoo, and I like all animals. How can I make best friends with them? Do you think they like popcorn? I think it's good to share among friends. Sincerely, an obsidian-sized heart. Aw. For me, just off the top, be careful with the popcorn. Some animals can't have popcorn, so I think snacks is a good thing to share, but just make sure it's okay for that animal.
Sure they're the appropriate snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely opportunities for you to probably get up close and feed them.
Yeah.
Through the programs at the zoo.
Yep. For sure.
They may even let you pay to get closer.
Yeah.
Yep. I last week was feeding capybaras and there was rabbits, kangaroos, wallabies, goats, and I just had to pay. It was like $20, and I didn't feed the sugar gliders, but I got to hold the sugar gliders. I could have stolen them. So definitely options, and I feel like if you
stolen.
Yeah, they're tiny. Tried to escape in my purse. But I do think that the more you go, the more they'll recognize you, like, depending, again, on the animal.
I've heard that if you wear clothes similar to the trainers, they'll be more inclined to come up to you.
That makes sense because they think you're going to
Does.
feed them.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Could backfire. They might get mad if you're not going to feed them.
Yes.
Just saying.
You know, you could also possibly get a part-time job at the zoo.
That'd be so cute. Yep. And then you could be there all the time, and that's a great way to make best friends with animals. Yeah.
Or
hear
me out. You could have made a whole bunch of money off of the proceeds of crime.
Okay.
And
crime animals?
Then
crime
you
animals!
could just buy a whole bunch of animals and a farm. And then you could
with the
definitely
crime money.
be best friends with all of the animals.
Okay. So yes, create an animal sanctuary with your crime money, your crime animals. But let's not get hippos. I don't know if you know this. The hippo, what's his name? Estebar? And his cocaine hippos. And they are now ruining. Oh my God. He basically set hippos loose in Mexico and they are thriving, but absolutely destroying all of like the area because hippos aren't supposed to be there, and hippos are like absolute
Terrifying.
menaces. Yeah. So if you're going to have crime animals, make sure that they are in an environment that they are not going to absolutely destroy, because you want to make sure that the rest of the animals on that planet have some nice, successful lives. Like, have your crime animal sanctuary, but do it with the actual good intention of the animals being rescued. You know?
If you want, though, to go with your crime money, you can have a crime zoo full of crime animals.
With the animals that have committed crime?
It's all raccoons.
I was going to say monkeys.
The hippos.
What else? I feel like
the monkeys.
I think
monkeys that like to steal things out of people's bags.
Yep. You can
food out of their hands.
You can train ravens and crows to steal shiny things for you. They'll do that.
I'm sure squirrels.
I would love to do that.
Squirrels. Yeah. Your crime animals do. Your crime money. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not?
Absolutely.
I like it. Great idea. All right.
If you're not going to devote your life to crime after your crime heist, find other ways to save the criminals.
To save the crime animals. Are you also including
How many times can we say crime in 1 minute?
I know, right? Are you also, though, going to, like, if there is a warlord who happens to have animals that have been used in their crimes, could you rescue them as well? Like, if there was a snake that really needs a better life, like, that could be, it doesn't mean that the snake has to continue committing crimes, but can have a happier life after the crimes have been committed. I think that would be good for that snake.
Rehabilitation from being a criminal.
Yes. Yes.
Decrime.
How many animals in... I can only think of one animal in Red Rising that is a true criminal, and it is Atalantia's snake. I feel like the rest of them... Sophocles steals, but I wouldn't say he's a criminal.
He's a prankster, a trickster.
Exactly.
Are the Pachelbels technically criminals?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
they're
definitely.
spies.
100%.
They're spies.
They're peeping Toms.
Who else? I think that's kind of it. Because the rest of them are just doing animal things. Like, I'm not gonna ever...
Are the Bone Riders considered animals?
At that point, yes.
Yeah.
Especially in Dark Age.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah, in Dark Age. Oh God, they're not seeing anybody else as human, and therefore they're not human. That's my 2 cents on that.
Please don't adopt the Bone Riders and bring them to your crime animal sanctuary.
Don't take them to the crime animal sanctuary.
They don't deserve it.
And
eat them out the airlock. They don't get to go to the crime animal sanctuary. This episode is now called Crime Animal Sanctuary. I hope we all know.
Crime animals are for good people.
Yeah.
If you have somehow found us on YouTube and watched this far in, based on the title being Crime Animal Sanctuary, thinking that we actually had real crime animals, please let us know. I'm just waiting for us to get new followers off the algorithm.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So
like
sorry,
and subscribe.
but I'm not.
I hope
Please
you
stay.
have. I hope you've read Red Rising so that any of this makes sense. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, this is obviously Volga. Who else is
Yes.
getting her into animals? I hope she does in the end get her animal sanctuary. I think she really deserves that. Yeah. Maybe Victor will give her a plot of land somewhere. There you go. Go hang out over there. Electra will be
out
there.
of earshot.
Why out of earshot?
We know the kind of noises that come from.
Oh, yeah. You can't have real
Okay.
wolves and coyotes around them.
I was trying to figure out what about Volga would.
I also thought
I'm
Volga was the
sorry.
problem, not Victra. I also thought Volga was the problem. I love it. That might be my new favorite submission we've ever had. Great job.
I like
Great
that
job. Yeah.
Mhm.
Crime animals. Who
That
knew
was
that
great.
was going to be our... Okay, this one's like attacking coming out of the bowl. Oh, this one was definitely submitted this week. Oh, God. Okay. Dear sis, I'm trying to make my wife a nice dinner, but I don't understand this recipe. How do you fold in the cheese? Do you fold it in half like a piece of paper and drop it in the pot? Or what do you mean? I let an iron rain on Mars and Mercury, but this cheese has me beaten. Hail Libertas. Darrow! Fully signed their name. Listen, Darrow, you just fold it in.
You just fold it in.
You
You
just,
just try to keep up.
you just fold the cheese.
Just
Fold it in.
You have Helldiver hands. Just fold it in.
Just fold it in. I don't understand.
I can't do everything for you.
I don't know how to explain this any other way.
You just fold it in. Thank you very much, Fox, for this one. This
Schitt's
is
Creek.
Schitt's Creek.
Mhm.
We should watch a episode of Schitt's Creek. I don't know what any of them
Yeah.
would relate to Red Rising in any capacity. But you fold it in. You fold it in. Such a good series. Highly recommend for everybody to watch. Just a comfort show. So good. Absolutely nothing like Red Rising, but
No.
most of the den speaks in David and Alexis gifts at all times.
They're top tier.
They are top tier.
Ew, David.
Ew.
Ow. Apparently she only actually
Ew,
says that
David.
twice in the show. Somebody did a count. And she says
Yeah.
David a lot, but the ew David only happens twice. So there you go. Alexis. So good. So good. All right. Let's see. Do a couple more. Dear Sleepless, this is in all caps locks. Okay. Where are the jelly beans, huh? I know you have them. Sharing is caring. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Show me the beans. Hungry. Nom noms. P.S. There's something fucked up about that bird out there.
Crime animals.
Crime animals! Listen, crime animal. I'll give you jelly beans when you get those birds. Okay?
Yep.
Let's make a deal here.
I'll keep the people trying to capture you because you're seeming insane off your back. But you get the birds.
You get the
and
birds.
then you get the jelly beans.
And then you get the jelly beans.
Also, if you haven't looked on your paws, there's jelly beans there.
Aw, cute.
But you
But
can't
then-
eat those.
Yeah, you don't want him eating his toe beans.
Toe beans, no.
Toe beans.
Do his toe beans smell like Fritos?
Do your dog's toe beans
They
smell like
probably
Fritos?
smell like crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frito crimes?
Didn't we just say that he is not a criminal? He is a prankster?
Honestly, his toe beans
It's-
probably smell like Taco Bell blood.
Yeah.
Oh. See, now he's a criminal.
Now he's a criminal. He's got blood on his paws.
No, it's
Oh,
self-defense.
Is it though? Is
defending
it? Or
his
is he going
family.
after them?
It's family defense. Okay.
God. It's family defense.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's defending his property.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Castle doctrine.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing that dogs' paws sometimes smell like corn chips.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I'm not gonna go sniff my dog's paws because I don't know what he stepped in. But Crescent, you should go sniff your dog's
Crescent,
paws.
go sniff your dog's paws. Report
The ghost
back.
dogs.
Where are the ghost dogs? Is there one there?
There's one right here.
Come on, crime dog. Everybody listening better switch to YouTube right now. We're getting a crime dog. Oh, crime dog has run away.
It doesn't not smell like Fritos.
I thought we were gonna see. Was it Aspen? Who was it?
No, it's Bentley.
Bentley.
He's got a bed right here.
Oh, cute. Cute.
I
Okay.
wasn't gonna make him move to do it.
Everybody report in on what your dog's paws. And if you have a fox, do fox's paws smell different? Because I don't think my
Ooh,
cats
we could-
smell.
I would like to bring this to your attention. I saw something that there's a theory that foxes are trying to become domesticated,
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
and I know where there's a family of foxes living near my house. Crime animals.
Please do not get your face eaten from trying to smell their toe beans.
Okay,
That will not be
raccoons
my
would.
first step. I promise.
Straight in. Well. Yeah, raccoons on the other side.
Yeah. There is a study that is from like the early 2000s that they were trying to figure out how to domesticate foxes, and they start picking up traits like dogs where their ears get floppy and they get color, like really cool color patterns that aren't just red or gray or black.
Huh.
So it's like the nicer they are, the more domesticated they get, pretty much.
Huh. There you go.
Yeah.
I follow a couple
Fun
of
fact.
fox Instagram accounts.
Do you follow
Did-
Juniper?
Of course I follow
Yes!
Juniper. I love Juniper. Everybody follow
Juniper Fox is what I imagine Sophocles to be, especially with all the
Yeah.
screaming.
I was gonna say the like, ah! yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, well, this particular crime animal is of course Sophocles with his jelly beans going off the Pachelbel birds.
Yep.
Second reference to Pachelbel this
Mm.
episode. Crime
Crime
animals,
animals.
man. It's all coming together.
Mm.
All right. Let's do one more, unless it's the really sad one.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know how that one's lasted this long, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
for
know.
real. It's the smallest one.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's not. We're fine.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh no, though. We're on the same theme. Again, all caps locks. Sleepless and Sungrave. Oh gods, I lost the fucking fox. What do I do? With hope, lost, panicked. Someone's lost! Sophocles! You just run away. Just run.
What I'm gonna say is you take a large amount of jelly bean
Okay.
and you're going to compress them
Okay.
and get all of the like minuscule amount of jelly bean juice that's in them.
Okay.
And then you're going to put it in a little bowl in front of a fan.
And try and get the smell to lead.
Spread the jelly bean smell.
I mean, obviously from the last submission, we already know that he's looking for all the jelly beans.
Yes. Yep. And maybe the Pachelbel birds. So start with where the birds are.
Yeah. Usually outside of windows.
Yes.
It's all about the birds and the beans.
It's all coming back
birds
together.
And
the beans. Great. All right. Do we need another one since those two are so similar?
That was like 12 seconds.
That was Oh, okay. This one looks a medium-sized one. Everyone needs to submit more small ones so that we stop fearing the small ones. So there's still some big ones in here, but we're gonna need some more submissions.
Yeah, please. Just get them in.
And just send them to us. We keep doing call outs, but like whenever you think of it, just send them in. All right. This one comes with a title called Blue Confusion. My obsidian servant keeps accidentally, quote unquote, leaving romantic poetry on my desk. Is this a veiled rebellion or a clumsy attempt at courtship? I don't know why this is blue. Okay. Sincerely, lost in translation.
Is it maybe the obsidian is leaving them on the desk of a blue?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it maybe like, are you sure that came from this one and it wasn't like cut off from
another one? Possibly. I don't know. It's written in such a manner.
Because I don't think any of them have
a title,
like actual titles.
No, there is. Somebody submitted a whole bunch that they put through a generator that they're not Red Rising ones, so that this might just be, I don't know where I'm.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it does.
Right, like that grammar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll just take it at face value. So my obsidian servant keeps accidentally leaving romantic poetry on my desk. Is this a veiled rebellion or a clumsy attempt at courtship? Sincerely, lost in translation. I think it depends what side of the rising you're on.
Yeah.
I think you got to figure out how you feel about obsidian love.
Yes.
Well, and I feel like because obsidian love is not so prominent, maybe it is a clumsy attempt because they are having some feelings. How. Yep. And so the only way that they know how is through what they read.
Yes. So I personally...
Do you have really lame romance novels laying around?
Ooh.
Why? Are you going to read those and leave them? Oh, you're saying because that's what the obsidian...
Maybe the obsidian has been reading those.
Yeah. I would, I think, read the romantic poetry and strike up a conversation to know whether or not, like, how does that... How are you, getting... what are the words? How are you bonding over this romantic poetry? What vibes do you get when you bring it up? Like, are they just... Or
even what vibes do you get from your obsidian in general?
Yeah. Do they often spend more time with you than maybe somebody else?
Do they try to take you to the crime animal sanctuary?
That would be a great first date.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I would like to go to a crime animal sanctuary.
If you're a blue, are you also not very good at romancing?
Yeah, I feel like you would be not understanding either. So I think you guys just have a lot to talk about. It goes
Maybe
back
there's
to
just
last
a misunderstanding
episode.
here, and it's just like these are like food orders. Like it's a menu.
Or are they also saying that you're being a tight ass and you need to loosen up?
Maybe.
And so
relax, read some poetry, chill, stop with I just picture that blues would have I literal like manuals and stuff would be what they would read, like scientific.
Yeah, tech manuals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. So read something that's not a tech
Ship
manual,
schematics.
but they don't understand that this is a romance poem.
Yeah. Yeah. They swung a little too far.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I think we need a little bit more background on this one, but I like it.
Maybe
I
read
like
the
it.
poetry. Do you like the poetry?
What kind of poetry is it? Who is it?
Yeah.
What poetry has lasted that many years? Is it still Shakespeare? Are we now reading Taylor Swift as if she's an ancient poet? Is it new poetry? Has the Violet's been writing it? I just would love to
Have
know.
the Greens been writing it and it's all in binary?
Oh, yep. Don't worry, I have a binary
Does it hold the
translator.
code to time travel?
It might hold. For all we know, that's actually what this is.
Yep.
And that's why they're leaving it for a blue. So that the blue can suss it out. And you just need to read between the lines. I like it. I like it. Great. Great work. Yeah. And then maybe go to the crime animal sanctuary. And,
as your first date.
Yeah. Or even just as friends, you know.
Yeah.
If you need to chill out, great place to go.
Maybe they've been a very good servant and you need to, reward them.
A field trip. Yeah.
Field trip. Everybody go to the crime animal sanctuary.
Or because you're being a hard ass, you need to go and pet some animals.
Yeah. Just chill. Yep. Relax.
Just calm down.
Have a good day.
Take a vacation. Take a vacation.
Yeah. Yep. The Toronto Zoo. The Toronto Zoo, you can now get cheaper tickets if you have a doctor's note from a therapist saying that you need to be there for mental health reasons. That is an actual thing that the Toronto Zoo said, fine, we can be medication. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, that'll keep them in business.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think you're allowed to pet anything at the Toronto Zoo. And I don't think they have any crime animals.
I don't think you are at most zoos.
No.
Unless they have a petting zoo.
Correct.
True.
Yeah.
Petting zoos aren't most zoos, though.
No.
Specific zoos.
No. I think
they don't have the crime animals at petting zoos.
I don't know. Goats can be pretty criminal, so.
Goats are pretty criminal.
Yeah. Assault is a crime.
I was just gonna say.
Same with being horny. Go to horny jail.
Right to jail.
That's why there's all the rabbits at the zoo. Yeah, the rabbits are the criminals too. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, kangaroos can hide things in their pockets. I'm just saying. It's usually a baby.
Prison wallet?
Otters.
Otters
can hide things.
Yep. Otters are the most
all
criminal.
marsupials.
They're vicious
terrible.
though. Yeah.
We're gonna get the whole otter raft legion after us for this, but like.
Well, speaking of
great.
Animals and being vicious, I learned that the Canadian Air Force.
Oh no.
The cobra chickens.
Oh, the cobra chicken, yes.
Apparently, almost every single injury from a cobra chicken, aka the Canada goose, has been from running away and falling on
I believe it. Apparently,
all they are really capable of doing is inflicting large welts.
One bit me once. Apparently, nothing actually happened.
Because
no, I was like 4 years old, so I just am like traumatized for life. But
yeah,
that's how they get you.
Yeah. Fucking vicious, man. Fucking cobra chickens. Yep. There you go.
The criminals.
Crime animals.
Crime animal zoo.
Crime animals. Everybody go to their crime animals. We might have to make that a ridiculous episode. One of these ones of.
Yeah, which animals can commit the best crime?
It'll be a question of the day too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's make it a question. I was going to say which characters are going to the zoo for which animal would be a really good one.
Oh yeah.
Right? Who wants to see what? We know Atlantia wants the snake. Some of them I don't trust around the howlers.
Or is she like all reptiles?
I think she's all reptiles. I think her and the Komodo dragon could get along so well.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
They're both so toxic.
So toxic. Spit poison. Venom. Yeah. Spit venom. Yeah. That'd be a great episode. Next, speaking of ridiculous episodes, here's my segue here. 2 weeks from when this one comes out, we will have an episode with Scarlett where we're talking music. Scarlett has been doing playlists for all the different colors. Yeah. So we're going to talk music. We're going to talk what characters we think is listening to who. So that'll be a good one on June 19th. I believe that one is coming out. So check out that one. And then 2 weeks after that, we will have another Sleepless in Sungrave. So get in more submissions, please. So the scary one, the sad one that's in there somewhere, doesn't come out.
Fill the jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our ridiculous episode for July is going to be Barbenheimer. It's the 1-year anniversary of Barbie and Oppenheimer coming out. So we will have some folks on to talk which characters, and this has been an ongoing thing in the den, so we will be rehashing some of the ones people have already brought up, of who's going to see what movie, who's going to Barbie, who's going to Oppenheimer, and who is doing the double feature, and who's going to neither.
In which direction?
In which, oh, that's right. That was a big thing of that summer of, are you doing Barbie first or Oppenheimer first? But yeah, that will be our July
I have finally
one.
seen Barbie.
I'm so happy for you.
Happen. Yeah,
I haven't seen
great.
Oppenheimer yet, so I have to watch that.
It was good, but it was very bleak.
Yeah. We should do a den watch, a true Barbie Oppenheimer back to back.
Ooh, yeah. I'm super down for a Barbenheimer.
Yep. Let's do some Barbenheimer.
Okay.
Before this episode comes out, so stay tuned for that when we figure out when. But yeah. I think that's it for us. Salem, you got anything exciting happening in the den right now? You just redid it all.
No.
It looks fancy now.
Yeah. We have now upgraded from a basic friends Discord to a community Discord. So a lot of the perks are mostly for people first entering the den. So there's a whole new way to give yourself roles. So Dancer's roll call is no more, unfortunately. But yeah. But that is all cleaned up and pretty, and then all the rules are out and pretty. So there's some other things that are probably going to change, just some cleanup. But yeah, getting prepped, because have a feeling that the closer we get to Red God, the more howlers are going to join.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's a good time in there.
Yeah, we've had like 10 in the last week.
Yeah. We're 6 away from 800.
Which means that Crescent has to recreate the entire Eras tour. That's the deal.
This is a deal I have never agreed to, and I don't know why you guys keep thinking that I did.
I don't know. Tower also agreed to getting a peach tattoo.
Tower's getting a peach tattoo?
When it was a certain amount in a row. Yeah, when it was a certain amount of Steves in a row, he would get a Steve tattoo.
Oh my god.
And we hit it.
He's gotten some long-term temporary tattoos.
Is he really trying it?
Oh, he did. He's not trying to pass it off as
but
I did the tattoo.
Put it on.
Yeah. I can't remember how long it lasted, but it was a while.
All right.
Tower, I need pictures.
Yep.
It's got to be on the butt cheek.
Oh, yeah.
Because the peach.
Yep. Sure.
Steve's got the best butt.
All right. Well, let's leave it at that. Thanks, everybody, for listening to Crime Animal Sanctuary.
Thanks, Salem, for joining us again.
I want some Crime Animal Sanctuary merch. Let's get some merch going.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, Salem.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for listening. Bye.